So I have a full-time job. Um, I work like 50 hours a week on average at that current job. So, and I have been for, the entire time that I've been streaming. Um, Mainly when I play, I'm for the most part BR games, Call of Duty, Fortnite. But the biggest one and the game that I've always really been into is League of Legends. League of Legends is huge, and I absolutely love that game. But Mixer, it's tough because Mixer never really had that fan base for it.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I played it, it was really hard because people would come in just straight up like, "Yo, what is this game?" And I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" So it's like this. I explain it, and the next person comes in, next wave of people come in, and it's like, "What game is this?" So I'm pretty excited, I guess, to move over to Twitch because there's a little bit more of a fan base and viewership for that game. So I've been streaming for about I would say I'm coming up on 2 years, so I'm probably like 1 year, 9 months streaming in total. Like I said, that's just kind of I that's where I blew up. It's just early on, I skyrocketed with like Fortnite and stuff like that, and really just doing it to have fun. And it really sucks because I feel like I was really starting to hit my stride right when Mixer's closing, man. I was like concurrent viewership was up. I was up into, triple digits for that. I was, my subscriptions were going up. It was great. The community that was really starting to kind of take shape was really, really, really taking off. But now, now that things changed a little bit, it's tough, but it's what it is, man. It was weird because when I started streaming, it wasn't like it wasn't a choice of, okay, I'm gonna stream, I'm gonna come up with this name, and then I'm gonna come up with like the culture that I want, and then I'm gonna go get all the stuff and research it. I was just playing Xbox with the boys, and I saw this like go live button or whatever on the Xbox, and I clicked it, and then all of a sudden people started talking because I had no idea what go live meant. So, and I was like, oh, I pulled it up. I'm like, yo, people can like hear me and see my gameplay. This is kind of weird. I was like, this is streaming. And then like I don't know, like a year later, we were partnered with a bunch of people, and my name is Xbox. My PumpkinKitty's an Xbox generated name, man. So it's yeah, dude. I was like, all right, cool. Like PumpkinKitty, I'll rock out with it, dude. And I I commissioned my friend to make the PumpkinKitty, the PK for me, and here I am, man. Yeah.
Mixer out of seemingly nowhere, and if you had advance notice, let me know. But the people I've talked to, it's just like in the 11th hour, they're like, oh, and by the way, in 30 days we don't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's tough because I was in the middle of a game. I was in Call of Duty. We're in Boneyard playing against somebody, and a viewer had come in, a level 1, and was like, "Yo, rip Mixer, have fun on Faceboom." And I was like, Faceboom? I was like, what's Faceboom? So we just like roasted the kid, we're like, Faceboom, and we're making jokes about our faces blowing up and stuff. And I'm like, whatever, yeah. And then my mods like banned the kid or whatever because we thought he was just like making jokes and coming at Mixer. So then another viewer came in and said, yo, like rip Mixer. So I'm like, yo, hold on, what's going on here? And so I go to Twitter and I find this tweet and I'm like, yo, this is fake. This is so fake. And then as we started investigating, found out that that's true, and this is how I'm finding out from a level 1 viewer in my chat, right? Because a lot of us were live, a lot of the partners were live, so we're hearing this from viewers, and then we're pulling it up. It's tough because I know a lot of my friends and a lot of other streamers in the industry got really emotional, especially opening up that tab live, and then seeing that reaction live is tough because you always try and be that kind of beacon of like positivity and stuff like that. But that's kind of like I know some people it was very emotional for them. For me, I was shook. That's all it was. And it's funny because when I was later that day, I got I was tagged in a tweet from a Twitch streamer who had heard the news and came over to the website and pulled up the website and saw that I was streaming. And they're like, oh, this PumpkinKitty guy, he's a partner on, and he's literally Googling how to use Facebook because he doesn't know how to use Facebook. And he was just as shocked, that we found out, and like you said, the 11th hour via tweet. I think that's the biggest thing is no, like it's no email, no nothing. Like they have dedicated partner managers in a Discord for us that's dedicated for that streamlined communication between employees, or they're really Mixer, between Mixer and partners, and to not even say anything there is it's pretty crazy. And for a company that tries to stay and remain, they through their entire I guess life, they always tried to be like, hey, we care about our partners. Like, we listen to you. We have these partner town halls for you monthly where you can come and voice your concerns, and we can talk about this and get it out in the open and have an open discussion about it, because we care about you. And they've always been, a big ambassador for inclusiveness, and for them to just really sever ties completely is shocking.
And you said you're moving to Twitch. I guess what's your reasoning to go over to Twitch instead of Facebook Gaming? Because Facebook Gaming is giving you guys the option to partner, right? But Twitch hasn't necessarily come out and said that they're going to do anything to kind of in reciprocity.
Right. Well, I think that first, the one of the big reasons why I stayed at Mixer, because although I didn't choose Mixer in the beginning, I definitely made that conscious decision to stay on Mixer once I started, kind of taking off. And it just circles back to, yes, it was the inclusiveness. It was the friends that I had made on the platform. One of the big reasons why I'm moving to Twitch is because I've been a big user of Twitch before this. Watching people, there's a couple people that I like to watch, like Cutie Pie on Twitch. He's really big for me. But other than that, I think that Twitch already really has a lot of ins and outs figured out. I don't know a whole lot about Facebook Gaming. I haven't really interacted with their platform and stuff like that. I'm still gonna look into it at the very least. But for me, one of the big things that comes to mind is the anonymity that comes along with Facebook Gaming. And I know that you can have your own page that's, it's a creator page and it doesn't have your personal information on it, but still people that come through there, it's their profile. And I think that the biggest thing for me is having a streaming platform where people can kind of escape to the chat and they can have that anonymity. And it, especially with all the allegations right now, think about this. Like when you go to Twitch, there's no profile pictures, right? There's nothing really linking who you are or even what you look like to your profile. So people have the ability to remain anonymous with that, which would, obviously help with, I guess, curb some of the sexual, the sexual, I don't want to say, for lack of better, I don't know what word I'm looking for here. Harassment. Thank you. The sexual harassment, right? It'll help with that because they can't see that profile picture, and that's just, for me, that's it. And then I asked my community and I said, guys, if you had the choice, what would it be? And it seemed like the general consensus was Twitch. Everybody, all on the communities, Twitch. And I have to listen to my community, because all I do is sit. At the end of the day, I'm just sitting here playing video games and people are watching and I'm talking to them. So it doesn't matter really for me what I stream on. I'm still playing video games, right? But for them, they're the ones on the other end who have to interact and use the site and all the ins and outs, learn the new, ins and outs of it. So it's it's my mods agreed as well. It's Twitch is the move.
Obviously we talked about there's some obstacles. We've talked about how you do have a community who, pretty much 100% said they want to go to this platform with you. Do you think anything's going to change? Do you think a lot's going to change? Somewhere in between?
I have no idea. I know I want things to, to change for the better, obviously. But I mean, there's a lot of different things that change when I move over. Like I don't have sub emotes because I'm not an affiliate yet. Now I know that to become affiliate, I have to have X amount of viewers and followers. I know that I hit those things, but I haven't streamed for 8 days. So once that happens, I will. But it's going to be, I think it's going to be tough. I mean, there's a lot of viewers. There's not a lot. There's some viewers that said, I won't move to Twitch, and hey, like go to Facebook. And it sucks because obviously those people have watched me for a long time. I mean, we were just looking at some of the hours in people's time. I mean, like almost 2,000 hours that people have spent in my channel. That's a lot of hours, man. And they're gonna lose that when they move over, you know. But I think the overall feeling is excitement. Trying something new out, you know, it's like almost like nostalgic, like starting with, you know, X amount of followers and be able to build that back up. Like the grind, you know, is there where it's, you know, we'll see. I don't know.
Obviously, bringing Ninja and Shroud over to Mixer was a huge move. Did you see or feel like that made the atmosphere around the platform any different? Did it feel desperate? Did it feel hopeful? Did it like what was kind of the atmosphere when they made that move or those moves?
I remember at the time when it happened, I was super excited. I'm like, man, this is really cool. You know, we're getting some big names here on Mixer. Get the name out. I saw the commercial with Ninja where he kind of walks up to that platform, and all the interviewers are like flashing their photography, asking him questions, Ninja, Ninja, and I was pretty hopeful about it, and I was excited, and I saw it as an opportunity to get some more exposure to Mixer and free advertisement for me. You know, I knew that Mixer had paid them a suitcase of money to come over, and but a lot of my friends were very concerned that we'd be taking viewers away, you know, and only, you know, not a lot of people are going to leave Twitch because they're so loyal, and there's so many ins and outs to this industry and so many sides. I don't understand it. So many sides, but you know, with them coming over, what was the original question? Were we hopeful when they first came
Yeah,
over?
like what was the overall atmosphere? Do you think it was mostly hopeful?
Right.
Do you think it was mostly skeptical? It sounds like it was probably in
It
between.
was like a
Yeah,
50-50. Yeah, definitely 50-50. Because some were excited and some were like, man, he's gonna take all the viewers away. And I'm like, dude, then just be better, you know,
yeah,
be better and keep grinding in and out and don't have that mindset, and you know, provide great content. And once you have great content, people will come. People will come.
yeah.